Salutations, I'm Moses S.S. von Borg, and I'm here for Open Signal. We're with Mike and Kate from KBOO Radio. What are we doing today? We're discussing the importance of community media. What does it do for us? The biggest thing that I've always known is that it bridges the community. It brings the polarized people together for a joined experience, a community experience. You cannot get that anyplace else. Kate, tell us what we need.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Community media, super important. I feel like the emphasis in that statement is the community part. It's community, it's commercial free, grassroots, people powered, and I think that's what makes it so special.
Who were the more disadvantaged people that you would think would do something like this or be prone to getting help like this, Mike? What do you think this would do?
I mean, community media is for everyone, and it's one of the only outlets that is for everyone. There's normally a barrier to entry in most forms of media, most platforms. That doesn't exist in community media. Community media is made for the people, by the people. Community media combines the training and the access to the equipment and the skills that you need to tell your own story, because everyone's got a story to tell, and community media is the place to tell it.
Okay, give us a example, if you would, of one of those kind of stories that wouldn't normally be told, but gets told on a place like KBOO or Open Signal.
Yeah, I actually have a pretty fun example of this. This summer, me and my coworker hosted a series of Pride panels where we just invited anybody from the community to come on our panel and talk about their lived experience, and I think that's something that's pretty special, just regular people having a chance for their voices to be heard.
Mike, who do you think that, when you have all these bigger media outlets, how do we compete with that? How do we compete with that? With the CNNs, the MSNBCs, Fox. I mean, how are we supposed to compete with that kind of entertainment, Mike?
Yeah.
Tell me how we do this.
I mean, I think the idea is it's about everyone working together and contributing what they can. I think that, those outlets have smaller and smaller numbers of richer and richer donors, and those are the people that they're accountable to. Those are the people whose versions of the truth they tell. And community media is funded by everyone, and it's accountable to everyone, and that's how the programming is for everyone on community media. And everyone has a different amount that they're able to give. Some people give time, some people give labor, some people share their experience, some people give money, and when we put all of our efforts together, community media is the outcome.
So, Kate, would you look at this whole thing and would you turn around and say that community media is more of a high touch than a high tech kind of thing? Where people are getting together and actually, making that connection, and isn't it really closer to like live theater?
I would say so in a way. I think a lot of the times it is maybe just as much about the connections that you make while doing it versus, how fancy your equipment is or your facilities are. It's more about the people that you touch and impact.
And this always makes you feel different for what you've always done, which is what? You're sitting here and you're looking at all these things. Everybody's saying like, why do they need my support? Well, what do they need from me? Why should I get involved? Tell me. Come on, Mike. Tell me why people should get involved.
I mean, we don't have any rich people or benevolent entities or governments that are going to protect free speech, that are going to protect access to platforms like community media that belong to we the people instead of to corporate benefactors. So the only way that they are going to exist is if we decide that they will exist. And I think they're worth investing in. So whether it's our time that we contribute, whether it's our talent, whether it's our money, the only way that it can be free and independent and a platform that everyone has equal access to, regardless of what they're able to contribute, is if we all contribute what we're able and we all pitch in.
So let me ask the both of you this one particular question. If the government was fully funding education, but was doing it as collateralized economic development, not as a hand out, but a hand up. In other words, when someone gets to a certain point and they say, hey, this is the road I want to take, they should be able to take it. Used to be, I'm an old fart. So in my day, we had vocational schools. We were able to go at the cost of nothing because it's a public school. That's what I believe, from my perspective, what we destroyed in this country when we destroyed the education system. We're not investing in the people. Everyone turns around and tries to make out like fully funding public education is socialism. It's not socialism. It's collateralized economic development. The collateral is the people. The development belongs to them. What else can we go for tonight? Tell me where we're at. How do these people start getting involved? How do they contact KBOO? How do they contact OpenSignal? What are they going to do?
I'll let you take that one first.
Yeah, well, definitely. I think the point is that
what programs are available?
We want people to get involved, and I think that starts with education, as you mentioned. You don't have to be a career professional in media production. You don't have to have access to a bunch of expensive credentials and equipment. Community media has the dual purpose of not only creating excellence in programming, but in training people to make excellence in programming. And I think that comes down to, people, sometimes we talk in community media about giving a voice to the voiceless. I like to think of it as everyone has their own voice already.
But they have to find it.
Exactly. And we just have to pass the mic.
We're sending out the search parties.
And that's all we're doing is, but we want everyone to get involved. And so if you want to get involved with KBOO, you can check out our website. It's kboo.fm. If you want to get involved with OpenSignal, it's opensignal.org. And we're here to support you in your media maker journey. That's what everyone is, a media maker. Everyone is.
So you're going to facilitate the next Spielberg.
Exactly. Right.
There we go. but Kate will have to pick them if you're going to facilitate.
Yeah. We might be in their midst right now. We are able to do this. We are able to make this announcement as part of a class here at OpenSignal where people are learning about how to make media. Right.
Full
so.
circle.
And there you are, and there you have it. And don't forget, the biggest thing that we've done is that we've only run this for about 7 minutes so far. So what else are you guys going to do with this? Because we just finished those 6 questions.
We could read it back. So you asked about what programs are available. I think the answer in a well-operated community media like KBOO and OpenSignal is every program is always available. If you've got the good idea, we've got space for it. That's the point of community media. There's no, we've already got enough of that interest or that story or from that perspective or something like that. Every good idea, there's space for it, and we make sure that we maintain space so that when the next good idea comes through the door, we can greenlight that show, so to speak.
Yeah.
Lock and load.
Bouncing off of that, I think that's what makes community media so special, is that it's not for profit. So there's a lot when you're doing things out of joy and passion and not for profit. There's a lot more room for creativity and individuality and exploration.
It works a lot better when we work as a team, because there's no I in team, folks.
That's true.
That much we do know. Hey, look, we got 8 minutes done. How about that?
Moving along.
We are moving along. Where do you want to go from here? Okay.
This is community media that we're creating right
Here we go. Here we go. Wait,
DIY.
I've got it for you. Let us go with this one. Do you realize that there can never be justice without judgment? because we have judgment, we can't have justice.
Mm-hmm.
Because everyone that's judging shouldn't be doing it. What is that? Justice is completely different than that being done. I know you want me to roll. Where am I rolling to, though? Oh, you want us to wrap it up? No problem. Thanks for coming. We've had a great evening. These are my guests, Kate and Mike. I'm Moses S.S. Von Borg, and we're out.